Well, hello, hello, again, hello, again, hello, hello, and again, hello, hello. So, what's new with you guys? Anyway, questions by email and by the ridiculous social media. Okay, so I'll answer them. Hold on. Wrong paper. The wrong paper. Tuning this up a little more. Okay, where are we here? Paper. Washer. Okay. Oh, still the wrong paper. Hold on. I was working on something today, making a plugs. These are hard to find, so you gotta adapt your own and make your own. So it's a three, cutting it up and then re-establish the prongs. Questions. All right, I got it. Investors. How many investors have you had? Oh my God. Going back to 89 or 80. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I could say that at least 10 to 12, and we're all still on good speaking terms. Some of the heavy duty ones are from different countries. And I can't mention names. Like I said, I respect people's privacy, and you don't need to name the investors. So, and a real good one in recent times. Okay, all's good, good. Okay, I'm not gonna mention any names. No. Business partners. We're all good friends still to this day. Other question: how many scientists? How many? Can't you read my own writing? How many scientists attended to your demonstrations? I did look at these before and I thought about it. I may be off by a number, but probably over 20 scientists over time from Greece, Dr. P.T. Pappas, USA, Canada, Japan, Germany, Austria. I may be low on numbers. That's how many observed as well as wrote up reports on what I was doing, which I'll be doing again, by the way. It's a hot day today. Okay, what other questions are? Oh, this is really goofy. How many? Yeah, right. How many girlfriends do I have? That's a strange one. I'm gonna think about this because I've had other people besides this girl. But anyway. Rosalie Jones, Nancy Jane Snyder, Edith Coulter, Marie. Getting there. Marie. Okay, let's jump up to a student nurse. I forget her name. Sorry. Sorry, Donna Boo. Catherine Rayburn Kahn. Houston girls. Anyway. I don't know. Let's just say partners. Maybe 50 or more. And close relationships were like Helena, Yin, and Nancy at least. Okay. We're getting in an area that's kind of spooky and fun. I had those one night stands are many, so I can't even remember all of them, but it was fun. young and old, and nymphos, and a couple of interesting gentlemen, let's say. I'm not afraid to talk about it. Why? Because religion and God and politics have brainwashed your people into thinking that's naughty? Come on. They're too stupid to be real. Humans are totally ridiculously stupid. Industrious little species, aren't they? Any other questions? Oh, do I have... What do you think of gun control? That's another stupid question. I think it's sort of ridiculous. I grew up with guns of every kind you could ever think of. Machine guns, Tommy guns, pistols, rifles, semi-autos, full autos. I showed you the cards I have to own those. And yet, I like shooting at chunks of wood or at a cliff up to cannon size. I have done it. I have no desire to carry a weapon, conceal carry. No, thank you. I'm not into headspace. No, thanks. I'm not into hunting. I'm not into fishing. I respect all life forms, and I don't believe in killing anything. Okay? Firearms, to me, are simply an interesting piece of engineering that was made by humans to fight off opposing forces. So for me, it's mechanical machinery. And I like the vintage type. I don't like plastic. I don't like aluminum. Any of that garbage. No, thank you. If somebody gave me an AR-15, I would probably throw it in the garbage. Or break it up and... Or trade it for an AK-47. Something real duty. Metal guns. Metal, real metal is steel, brass. Aluminum to me is garbage metal. I don't like it. Never have. I see its use in the aircraft industry as imperative. It's different formulations. And I have no use for it. I don't even like using it. This is just one of my fetishes, sorry. Your little hottie likes real metal. Plastic, I loathe. Anything plastic goes in the garbage. Unless it's vintage Bakelite, I keep it. Okay? Bad cast iron, I really don't like it. I like real fine cast steel, good grain, gray color. That kind of stuff. This is the way I am, sorry. What was my first interest? Right. Oh, it was metal actually. Threaded pipe. That's my first. A little kid at 5 years old. Threaded pipe. Screw them all together and make all kinds of weird things with a water hose, and it was a lot of fun. Then it advanced to chemistry, guns, radio gear, and other crazy stuff. Oh dear. Yeah, so I have very interest. I've never programmed to patent anything or be an inventor. I hate that word. I don't invent anything. I discover a lot of things. I'll learn a lot of things, but I don't invent. I don't tinker, except in the toilet. Tinkering in the toilet. I'm not a scientist, not a physicist, so get real. Come on. Good lordy. People's children. This is a multitude of questions by a filmmaker, by the way. I'm not going to mention any names. No names, no names. They're just talking. You know, film people, they talk. It's two people want to write my book, my history of me. Another one wants to make a film. If that comes to reality, is beyond my, I don't know. It's always talk is cheap, but it takes money to buy whiskey. And heard this same old story before by, oh, that lady, a bunch of people. They even bothered to interview me, talk to me, do this, write that up, write this contract. Tracy Boyd of NBC TV was in Vancouver. I go to her apartment and blah, blah, blah. What of all the other shows you've been on and all this nonsense? She wanted all the paperwork. And then, I still got her emails, by the way, if you ever want to know. And then there was Ken Frost, another one. And it all laid out. And then Tracy Boyd vanished and reappeared 5 years ago, only to do a story on Craig Campbell in New Zealand and myself, and the history of Antoine Gazda, Ian Gazda, great granddad, who developed the helicosphere helicopters, the Orlikon cannon in Rhode Island, blah, blah, blah. You know, all this television stuff. If they take action and really do it, would be cool. Okay, and they interview me, interview others, like Peter has done, and many others have done, but not just keep talking a blue streak. Even had Ron Milanonia, BAE Systems, and I all ready to go to do 13 episodes on Unusual Energies. Even broadcast on CBS Radio, KSLX, LA Radio. Your money's worth. Well, Ron and I were getting quite excited, and then nothing ever happened. So. Charles Bombardier and Kevin Alber, The Experimental Factory. Well, Charles Bombardier was willing to give up his parents' old mansion for us to work there and cover it by TV by Kevin Alber. Never happened. Well, I kind of backed out of that one. The other one I really backed out at Warp 9 was The Apprentice. Huh? No. I signed the papers and then I gave it up. No. It's not my world. That whole scene is not my world at all. Sorry. I'm sure that Donald would start laughing his head off or some stupid thing. I just, you know, another show with Dan Aykroyd in New York, ready to go. Plane fare was all paid for. Even shipped my stuff ahead of time because it's post 9/11. Got to New York, and then the show was canceled. Then I had to phone the production people, can you send my stuff back? Which they did do. Talk about dumbass nonsense. And Dan Aykroyd's a famous guy. Come on. Why would he cancel his show? So that's another whole television world. Jesus Christ. Now, Peter has sold footage to NBC, CNN, and many others. I have never seen the shows. They could have aired and then they just fall into, you know, reruns or some stupid thing. And what else? Yet another one, a proposal. A movie. Never happened. I think it's kind of stupid. Although I've done about 300 shorts. Could be a short as much as, I think, 15 seconds to 1 hour specials. For Discovery Channel, Fox TV, and CNN demonstration I gave, and others actually made real good money. They pay on location $1,000 per day, no matter how long it is. Most of the shows would wrap it up in a day or two. Use some of the questions I'm answering some bunch of characters. So that's TV world. They talk. It happens real quick. Sometimes it doesn't happen. So that's my non-happening adventures with TV people. Somebody else wants to write my book in Czech Republic. I think it's Czech. Oh, well, it didn't happen as well. So I don't know why people get a bee in their bonnet over this stuff. I'm either gonna do it or not do it. I've had some big investors, to my investors. Like, my investors invested in my talents to do this, build this, test it. And they would accumulate somebody else to invest many millions into it, but that was kind of like, oh, they didn't show up. That was with the RIA Trade Group, okay? I don't know. I'm going on a tangent now with all that stuff, right? You wouldn't believe the amount of contracts I have for TV stuff and they're in proposals. Proposal! And there's other ones ongoing that are totally ridiculous that I don't think will ever happen. That's personal, I can't really talk about it, right? But I am best of friends with all my contacts and current. So, and I have the highest respect and regards for George Hathaway, who put up with me, Ken Shoulders, who is one of my buddies, Dr. Rauscher, and to me, I would love to see them succeed in something fantastic. Okay? I'm just a goofy character, right? Right. Get that right. I'm just a goofy, hyper-sect, hyper crazy lunatic. Oh, wow. Just a loopy person that likes old junk. An old chap that loves to go to Greece to see Mr. Alex Scrapyard. Although I have to settle for Petaluma, which is pretty good. Got some real good stuff there. And the little scrapyard out of Santa Rosa. Beautiful stuff I got there too. Can you imagine having a, here's my fantasy. I win a ticket to buy anything, and there's a lot of stuff at Fair Radio Sales in Ohio, Lima, Ohio. Jesus, that place is a gold mine. And Mr. Alex Scrapyard in Greece. God, if I was a millionaire, whew, my fantasy is to go to Fair Radio Sales, go through the warehouse and see all the unspoken stuff that's loaded up in a tractor trailer, then fly to Greece, load up a container full of goodies from Mr. Alec. I mean, come on. My God, 200 pounds. I bought so much from Mr. Alec. It was, shipping was a killer, but I had a chunk of money come in. I went to Mr. Alec and he shipped stuff over here. It arrived within 2 days. Then I have a friend in Scotland who shipped over 800 kilograms, or just under a ton, of Oerlikon armrests and gun sights and other stuff. Cleaned the whole place out in England. Thank you, Michael. And thank you for supplying the metal samples to Bob Greener. Yeah, so he was very kind in doing that because there was so much stuff that came from England. I still got all these warships after me, museum ships. Oh, you got this and that. I send emails and letters and that kind of thing. Even phone me too. Well, I got my own museum. You got to trade something I want, and that would probably be, if you want a shoulder rest, trade me a mount. A full mount, come on. Another guy wants my buffer barrels, 40mm, never used in original boxes. He wanted to trade me 3 used barrels with springs and a back end of a buffer. This is ongoing for a number of years, and nothing's ever happened. I said, okay. I don't know what's with that guy. It's been a number of years. Ongoing trade. These barrels are complete in original grease, original crates, never used. Come on, one of them's got to be worth a lot of money, I would think. Let's do a trade, Barbara. Barbara, let's do a trade. Barbara! How long have I been chatting for? 22 minutes. Well, that's okay. It's not too bad of a chat. Chitty chat, bang, bang. So in a few days, moving into a new location. I mean, next to this location. So I don't have to leave at 6 all the time. Anyway. Any other questions on the sheet of paper? Oh, how tall are you? What's your weight? Do you work out? You mentioned one time on a blog. Okay, 6'4", 195 pounds. I've done life extension since 1980s. Okay. Can't answer that question. Or could I? Very weird. Stupid emails. 9 inches. Wink, wink. To 10 inch, depending on amplitude. Ooh, that's personal, guy or woman or whoever you are. Totally nonsense. I don't mind answering it in a certain roundabout way. That's something like that, I think. Social media telling us you're totally wild sometimes. especially Messenger. Holy moly. I wonder what's up with Messenger. Why so many funny people on it? At least 10, 20, 30 marriage proposals from people in the Middle East. I don't know what it is. Could be when good bots go bad, maybe. Maybe they're non-real people, but then they want a video call. Sorry, I love real life and not a bunch of fantasy stuff. Wow. Some people are crazy, like more crazy than I am. It's a hot one today, by the way, so. What was I doing? Okay, I was working on something. I'll let those questions, throw that in the trash, I guess. We're going over here. What did I drop? Hold on. Tape. So I've been working on something over here. On the floor I go. I'm still broadcasting. Recording. So I got light here. Working on this, putting plugs in it. It's an azimuth indicator system used for tracing and triangulating signals, radio signals. And it's almost done, and it'll be going up on this shelf next to the radio receiver. See that? That is a radio receiver, R390A Collins radio receiver. I moved that from another shelf. Let's reinforce this shelf with 4x4 beams. So that's almost 100 pounds, and this is 100 pounds, 200 pounds. So the weight is great, and tidied up some of the stuff up there. So this goes on that shelf where the slot is. I'm going to hook up all the cables. And there's a speaker up there too, so I can go and listen to Around the World on the R390 and triangulate with this unit here, which is a scope system meant for R390s and a goniameter. So this will interface with that, and I can track down signals. That's one thing I'm doing. Another thing I'm doing is lathe work. Oh, the light shows up great on that scanning electron microscope, which I took the entire thing apart and reassembled it, just the head part, because it's so kind of cool looking and got a lot of metal in it. I was going to take it all apart, put the metal aside in different areas, and decided I guess to have it as a showpiece. So, like that. On the shelf, I guess, on the get that. Where am I here? There we go. Oh, it's all done, huh? This is Okay, so let's stop goofing around, you idiot. Okay. As I mentioned in other previous videos, this case is off of Saskatchewan. Oh, we can see it. It's still writing there too. Government people. Oh, can you see it? It says PCB free. That held a 5,000 watt amplifier for the main sonar system. And that thing was immensely heavy. So the case, I saved the case and used it for this thing, which is only 100 pounds. Oh. It's cooler down here, not so hot.
Hi, I'm your little hottie. Hi, honey.
Oh, I should get going here. Oops. Ooh, I better get going.